Welcome back to the Brad Sesmat Show. I am Eric Sorensen, and as we continue our 2020 Vision segment, we are happy to be joined by Michael Diaz, outstanding linebacker from Brophy College Prep, also a standout baseball player who is on his way to Santa Clara to continue his baseball and academic career. Michael, it's so good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing well. Just been, at home like everyone else, just hanging in there with the family. Just hanging out, online school, and doing as much as I can to get ready for the next baseball season.
Let's rerun back to the football season. I hadn't seen you or talked to you since the season opening win over Liberty, which turned out to be a really good win considering they went on to win the 6A state championship. How was the first year playing for Coach Jason Jewell, a good friend of mine?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, coming in, the seniors and had to take a lot of leadership, especially, kind of rallying the underclassmen around us. And it was fun playing for Coach Jewell and the whole new coaching staff and everything. As far as me and my linebackers, we grew really close with our linebackers coach and Coach Jewell. And all the coaches, from the defensive side, we all grew really close together. And, we did some really great things this season. We were wishing, obviously, it could have a different turnout. But in terms of Coach Jewell and playing for him, it was just a great experience. And glad we could get him, a very good first season under his belt and stuff and started his career.
I know off the field, when I talked to you last spring, you kind of introduced me to the dungeon there at the Diaz household, a real nice weight room. I think it was in your garage, or did you guys, I can't remember. It's in the garage. Yeah. How much have you been just living in there during COVID-19 because you can't go out and lift anywhere else? You can't go to school.
Well, that's definitely been a big blessing to have here. I'm literally in there every day, at least 2 to 3 hours every day max. Whether it's like once I finish the lift, I'm just staying in there doing extra stuff as much as I can because, having that's definitely been like a very big thing extra asset to have. Definitely very blessed to have it. And I've just been taking full advantage of it. Just using it as just a good tool to get me ready. And, in terms of being in there, it gets to the point where, my parents are like, it's time to get out. Let's go. Like my mom, just, we're always in there. Me and my brothers are always in there, and it's just one after other. So definitely getting put to use really well. And, it's just awesome to have.
Okay, let's turn the page now to baseball. You and I were talking off the air. It sounds like you got to play about 8 of your games this spring with Brophy, and then it's like someone just pulled the plug on spring sports, on spring school, on spring everything. Take us through your emotions when you realize that you're never going to put on that Brophy baseball uniform again. And it wasn't because the season ended with a playoff loss or anything. It was just, things out of your control.
Well, our last game was against Desert Vista. And, obviously after the game, you don't think this is our last game. Like I didn't go into the game thinking this is going to be my last game playing Brophy. But like towards the end of that week, as we, as like the coronavirus outbreak started to happen and like our principals started to address it more and say we're possibly canceling school, it kind of came to like mind that possibly our season could end. But I really didn't like register it until, the final, until the AIA made the decision to completely cancel. Because when AIA had that original meeting saying they were going to postpone it, most of the guys on the team, all of us, we were just like, okay, we're just going to kind of wait it out, hopefully maybe get in our conference games and then go right into postseason.
Okay, last question. How have you and your friends been dealing with all of this mentally? Has this been a grind on you? Has it weighed on you, just the coronavirus and everything that's just, you're going through in high school what no one my age or anyone even near my age has had to go through before. How have you been dealing with that just away from school and sports?
Well, definitely, definitely hard. I like to see my friends as much as I can. Obviously, because you're not going to see them after this year. But I've taken advantage of hanging out with the family a lot more, spending time. But I've seen my friends, here and there, kind of out. Some baseball guys, when we get together and maybe go throw or whatever or hit. But it's been difficult. Not seeing like guys that you see every day, and especially guys that you see at school that you don't necessarily hang out with all the time out of school, but you're still friends in school. And because with Brophy, guys live all over the valley, so it's not like everyone's in your neighborhood. It's 30 and 45 minutes away. So guys that are far, and some guys can't. Some of my friends can't even leave their houses. So it's definitely been different. But just kind of taking advantage of hanging out with the family and being around them.
Very nice. Well, first off, thanks for joining me. Secondly, stay safe. Best of luck next year at Santa Clara. I know you're going to do great things on the baseball diamond when you guys get back to playing. And I appreciate it as always, okay?
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.